Probert, we're last time we met we had a decent catch up in the other room there, as to what's been going on. What I wanted to do just for this short update is just let us know how you feel the whole sort of preparations that we've embarked on to accommodate the sort of the zero proposition and the Zzzzip proposition to give us the sort of the foundations for us to be able subsequently, once we get this transaction out of the way, to start working on inputting the sell and planning model proposition into our offering once Amy's got what she needs to sort of do off the ground and out the way, and then I think what will happen is next week we're going to talk about kind of like a full 6 months update, right? Numbers, companies,
first 6 months.
Give transparent to everybody. Before we get into that though, I just want to say I had a really good meeting with our user experience guy yesterday, Ollie, who's also a client of ours. And he it's all documented, and we'll be showing the video that resulted from that hour and a half together. But essentially he said that the way that the Hong Kong Visa Centre's website diaspora has achieved 95% of all the modern sort of user experience outcomes that you could possibly want to achieve, encounter, and also that there's only a tiny little bit of sort of website architecture that we need to look at from a Hong Kong Visa Centre perspective, immigration business dimension next time out. But all the stuff that we learned yesterday is going to get drilled deep down into the DNA of our Zzzzip website. So I know that's another discussion for the future once we've crystallised that somewhat. But just tell us how our preps are going in relation to the sell and planning model arrangements going forward.
So we've now had enough clients that have come in with different types of businesses, different industry segments, numbers of transactions. So from a zero point of view, clients who need a very simple setup, just do the chart of accounts, get that customized for their business, teach them how to use it, and then be available on demand, to going in and doing like a full workaround in a retail environment, plugging into other systems like inventory management, point of sale, things like that, which Amy has the capability to do, which is great. And she and I, mainly Amy, because she's kind of hands on the tools, we've been putting together what our service offering looks like, what's included, how we're costing that, how we can be competitive but also profitable for ourselves as well, and giving people the kind of support that they want. So having some structure for us, but then also being flexible enough for them, because in the same way with the Visa Centre, with Zzzzip moving forwards, we want to be able to work with people at all price points. We might charge the most for one client or charge the least for another, depending on what they want, so in a way that they get a great experience, and we are profitable for the time and effort that we put in, using technology, using the sell and planning model, using good people, essentially as well. So Zero is coming together really nicely, and we're in a position where we can respond quickly to inquiries, get a quote out, get the we'll work out what we need to do for people. And what we've been doing with clients who have existing Zeros, we get a login, we can have a look, really kick the tires and find out what needs to happen, and then be able to do really accurate quotes. So I think what we'll find, because within the corporate services space we're starting to bring in clients from other providers, which is natural within the industry. It's not a reflection necessarily of the other providers, it's just, if we're doing the Visa, we might as well be doing the ComSec. If we're doing the books, we might as well be doing the ComSec, and vice versa, which is the whole point of offering the suite of services that we do. It's just whatever's more important to the client at the time. So we'll find existing Zero users who have providers who are probably a little bit more traditional in their approach, and in terms of looking at the previous quarter or month or period to see what's happened, versus giving the client the ability to manage their business from a relevant Zero dashboard, which is what we're going to do for clients. So we're going to start seeing, I think, a lot more transfers in, and once they've met Amy, then that's a done deal.
The managing of debits and credits is yesterday's business model.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's still what make a percentage of 80%, 90%, whatever it is, it's high, of accountants using Zero in Hong Kong are doing. There are obviously exceptions, but so that's been really good, just really finalizing our model with Zero. And working with Zzzzip recently and getting that implemented properly, getting the clients onto the platform, which is just a great work saver for us.
Oh, amazing. Right time, right place.
Yeah, it's great, particularly as they continue to develop their Hong Kong specific capability. Tom and the team there have been really helpful.
Yeah.
So we are not using it fully yet because we're kind of getting everything updated and inputted, but it's looking like it's going to be a great tool for us, and we were going to build it anyway ourselves.
That's right.
As it turns out, someone else has done it. Fantastic.
Cool. Good. And that's about it for this one. However, put you on the spot. Tell us about your fitness journey. Not this weekend, you're in Wales. No, you're in Japan.
In Japan, I was
Wales,
going to say, up until the trip to Japan this weekend, where we went with the family, I went to go and see England against Australia and France against Wales in Oita. As a proud Welshman, that was a great 1 point lucky
Englishman.
victory. Well, I don't honorary Englishman. I suppose my wife's English, so I suppose that counts as something. Yeah, it was fantastic. So a lot of eating, a lot of drinking, and this week sort of back into work. So this week has been terrible. Last week was quite good. I've been doing sort of 8-9 minute workouts most days, which is sort of about 200 calories. Kind of mixture of all the usual stuff.
I can see the adjustment. I can see what's going on.
So yeah, it's definitely had a week off, I have to say. So I'm gonna have to sort of get myself back into that this weekend.
This man does all the drinking for me because I don't drink at all. Someone's got to do it.
Yes, that's a burden I'll have to bear.
Say goodbye, Will.
Goodbye, Will.